People who value sleep, sleep on a Nectar mattress. But you're not going to believe me. After all, I might be lying. I must be lying. The only thing you know is true is that commercials lie to you. I must be lying.
Instead of believing silly commercials, trust the more than 2 million happy sleepers who sleep on a Nectar mattress. Nectar Sleep is currently running their Labor Day offer. $399 in accessories plus a 365-night home trial and free shipping and returns. Go to nectarsleep.com today. Hurry, this offer ends September 6th.
We're talking again
about body swapping.
From rich
to poor,
from good,
to boy,
from black
to white,
and back again.
Hi, I'm Paul Mitzi.
I'm Lucy Thomas.
And I'm Brendan Levi.
And we are the Swapcast podcast. Every episode we watch an entry in the body swap movie genre and break it down for you. This week we are watching the 2020 Mexican Amazon Prime original, Locas por el Cambio, or in English, Crazy for Change, starring Sofia Cisniega and Mariel Molino, in which Paola and Paulina, two school enemies, swap bodies after their 10-year high school reunion. We always love to hear from our listeners, so slide into our DMs on Insta, send us an email, or chuck us a review on iTunes so we can get to 100 reviews and do an episode on Face Off already. On to Locas por el Cambio. So the concept of two women with opposite personalities or life circumstances switching bodies is something that we have seen in films like Wish Upon a Star, A Christmas Switch, and Switched. Now, that's a pretty bad strike rate there. Does this add itself to the list of yet another terrible female-to-female body swap? Lucy.
Go, Brendan. Oh, me.
Yeah.
No, I think I should answer first. No, go ahead.
Look, I think, it was pretty bad.
What did you hate about it?
Where do we start? Okay, so just as a new mum, I hate the narrative of like a sloppy mum that hates her life. I just hate that.
Yeah.
Like, where are all the movies where like mums are just killing the game and just loving being mums and like still having time for their passions and like not living in like rat infested whatever, burning the eggs. I just hate it.
Brendan, did you have the same reaction?
I feel as a movie written and directed by a woman that it must portray very accurately everything to do with women and... No, I completely agree with Lucy. Well, it's a good company. It's obviously better than the Christmas Switch. I won't be that mean.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but it's no Wish Upon a Star.
Yeah, it's definitely no Wish Upon a Star. I agree with that. But I would say it's slightly better than Christmas Switch and Switched.
Also, I am interested to hear, it really was like created by a woman. Is that right?
Yeah, I just Googled it then.
There was so much like sex pest behavior, but it was never really like a problem.
Yeah, it was kind of strange because like when she swapped, when the prissy girl swapped into the rougher girl's body, and then continuously like the taxi driver sexually assaults her, then her husband does, and all these people, but the movie frames it as in she's being a whinger.
Yeah.
For like because all these guys are touching her up and she doesn't like it.
Yeah, they're like she's the seventh.
All playing it for jokes,
seventh thing I wrote is me too much. Like it was.
Well, I feel like my biggest takeaway from this film is like how much more dangerous poverty is for women. Like there's so much like as soon as she becomes a poor woman, there's so much sexual assault and violence she's constantly dealing with trying to escape.
This is a real lesson, Brendan. Yes,
and it was hilarious.
But also I think it also shows the perils of being a privileged woman in this society because as someone who was rich,
she had to worry about being kidnapped all the time.
Yeah, she was constantly under threat of kidnap. She had bodyguards trailing her wherever she went. She couldn't leave her house. She couldn't make her own decisions. I think this movie's like message was, you're fucked no matter what.
Yeah, being a woman is very hard.
I don't think I like this movie very much.
Okay, I was really wondering. I thought maybe you could have done a poll and just loved it.
Because I was thinking that because there's like so many things that I feel like you guys like in your films. Like
me,
like
take that back.
No, I see where he's coming from because there's makeovers and fashion
and influences
and like girls being bitchy.
Yeah,
like I like that stuff. I
don't like influences.
I was trying to like not insult Paul so much, but just squarely making it about him.
Okay, good.
But there is a fashion aspect to this, and you're a fashionish person. Like you're wearing a cool jumper at the moment
with Dolly Parton on it. I don't think I'm very fashionable though.
Okay,
but
I
think
so
you are.
It's maybe an insult.
Fashion stresses me out. The sooner that we can just get to that place where, like, in the future, where we all just wear a jumpsuit and everybody wears the same jumpsuit, the better.
I'm basically there. I got like 3 outfits and I just rotate it.
Yeah, and then you just like slide them over. You know, like if you have 2 pairs of jeans and 2 tops, it's just like you just like keep doing that with them. Yeah.
But it's also like, oh, I'm going to work, so I've got to wear something different to the last time I was at work. But if I wear that for 3 more days, then everyone I come across, that's what I was wearing that day.
But then do you also get that thing of it's like nobody's really looking at anyone? No, at anyone. At anyone. Everyone is looking at themselves. Like on this Zoom right now, I don't know, you guys could have like, 2 heads, and I'm like, look at my jumper.
The sign of a great film is when we go on these tangents about nothing.
Yeah, okay.
Let me bring it back.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah. Paul, start with the plot. 30 seconds.
All right. Again, this is the disclaimer. We do a 30-second plot summary, but I have not scripted this. This is going to be completely ad-libbed on the spot. Can I sum up the film in 30 seconds?
Ready, set, go.
Okay, so the film starts with Paula and Paulina. They're 2 girls that go to primary school together. They're fighting for no reason. Then when they grow up, it's their 10-year school reunion, and they have a cat fight. And while they're having a cat fight, they join hands, and these magical rings on their hands cause them to swap bodies, so they wake up in each other's bodies. One was like super rich, one was poor. The poor one has like family, and the rich one's about to get married, and they have to like... I thought this was going to be an easy one because it's such like a simplistic plot, but I guess it was complex.
So what was missed? We got to the swap, yeah?
So the rich one's grandma gives her a ring.
Nanny.
Yes.
Her nanny gives her the ring.
Okay, sure. Yes, okay. I'm with you. Please cut that out.
Yeah.
I was making porridge at the time. She was the reason that she swapped. She wanted her to learn a lesson. Like it was a spell or whatever.
Yeah, because the rich one's like a complete and utter bitch, and she's like just an awful person. Then so she joins hands with this girl while she's having a cat fight with her. And the other girl also has the same ring, mysteriously, which we'll find out later on why. They wake up in each other's bodies. The poor one, she didn't end up graduating school because she got pregnant in year 11. And so now she's got 2 kids with the guy that she got pregnant with. She hates her life in every way. She's miserable all the time. She works in this beauty salon where she has to like give pedicures to disgusting people.
The feet fungus. Feet fungus lady, yeah.
Yeah. Can I just say that was a fucking gross scene? Like, personally, feet for me is like something I can't deal with. And then like on top of that, like a gross fungus infected foot and the zoom in on it. Like,
yeah, it was bad.
I guess they learn lessons about each other's lives, I guess.
Well, they go to like a witch doctor, a bruja or whatever her name is, and she tells them she tells one of them, you got to learn the lessons. Like, this was intentional magic. You've got to do this by the moon or whatever.
Yeah. And the way that she knows to go to the witch doctor is because she calls the poor one that's now in the rich one's body, and she's like, what do I do? And then she's like, you have to go see this witch doctor. She gives her the name, but she can't find the witch doctor. So she's just wandering the streets asking random people.
And then some more sex pest stuff happens.
Yeah. So then a sex pest, I don't know, what's a
small person.
The proper term. A small person comes up to her and starts like being gross. And then she's like, do you know this place? And it's like, yeah, I will show you if you show me your tits in the alley. So they go into an alley and she has to expose her breasts to him in order to find the location of the witch doctor.
Yeah, it was not good.
And the small person like never gets any comeuppance for this.
This is what I'm saying. It's like, this is all like written by a woman. It's like, what?
Is it a societal thing? Like, is Mexico, like the standards or, what they deem acceptable different, or I don't know. I would love to hear if there's any. I know we have Mexican listeners because I look at our metrics. I would love to hear
their thoughts on
your
this.
take. I would love to hear your take on why the sex pest stuff is so prevalent in this film.
Maybe it's just that genre of film that, like the other sort of sex, what do you call them? Sex romp comedies, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, sex comedies, I guess.
Maybe
yeah.
It's just of that genre.
Is this
and it's
really
hard to know. I mean, it wasn't very sexy, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, no one ever has sex. Oh, no, there is one sex scene in the entire film. When the poor one like goes home and the boyfriend, her husband's there, he's constantly hitting on her. But like, also that's awful because like she's literally coming home like crying, distressed, and his way of dealing with it is like slapping her on the ass, shoving his dick into her into her ass, like
against her ass, I think is what you mean.
Not like in her ass.
Forget about the anal. Yeah.
So the rich one, she's about to marry the fifth richest man in Mexico.
But it's just a sham marriage. It's like a handbag, whatever you call that.
Yeah,
it's like
she's his
a
beard.
beard. Yeah, a beard.
Yeah, he's gay and hiding it. But he even slaps her on the ass all the time. It's like no one's immune.
So much assault.
So where were we on this fucking plot? Like, is there a plot? I don't know. This movie upset me.
Well, yeah, what did you guys think of the main characters? So, did we like Paulina? Did we like Paul?
So this is a thing. If you're going to do a swap film, you can't give them the same name, basically. I'm sorry. That's insanity.
I actually was surprised by how quickly I caught on to which one's Paula and Paulina.
I didn't. Still don't know.
The poor one's Paulina and the rich one's Paula.
Yeah.
Which one's which one's Vin Diesel's kid?
What?
Wait, is that a real thing?
Yeah, because he named his kid Paula after Paul Walker. After Paul Walker died,
that's cute.
The next child he had, but it was a girl, so he called her Paula. Oh my god, take that laugh out. That's evil. It is really sweet. It's amazing.
It is cute.
Yeah,
it's cute.
They were friends.
Paula.
Triple X for life. No, what is it? Fast and the Furious.
Furious.
I would do anything. I would do anything to not have to talk about this movie. I would bring up Vin Diesel. I would do anything.
Like, the thing is, like, yeah, they were both awful. Like, Paula and Paulina were both terrible people in their own special ways. Paula was like, awful to everyone around her. She like took her privilege for granted, was spoiled. And then Paulina had this garbage attitude, was miserable all the time, like let her kids be terrible, let her whole life be falling apart. So like, I wasn't really rooting for either of these girls. And, like, were you happy when they started learning lessons or whatever in this film?
No. The best bit for me was when the poor one in the rich one's body just starts getting buck wild with the staff. She's just like, let's get drunk, and just like has fun and does like fashion, like catwalk montages, and just like gets drunk with her staff, and she's just like loving life and having the best time. That was the whole movie. Just should have been that.
So that was my question for you guys. Like, I feel like the like, I never relate to the wardrobe montage. Like, whenever there's a movie we watch,
I don't relate either, Brendan.
Like...
I hate trying clothes on. Do you know how many times I have just gone into a shop and bought something without trying it on and it doesn't fit, and then I can't be bothered returning it, and I just keep it or give it to my sister. She'll vouch for me. I do it all the time.
Exactly. Like, it's like going to the shops and going shopping.
But I feel like maybe what it is that it's like it doesn't show like the uncomfortable change room with crappy lighting, and you're like having to take your shoes off and like your foot getting stuck in your jeans. It's just like they're just dressed. It's like, that's great. That's exciting.
I think for me, like, the reason I hate like trying on clothes is because I hate how I look in those clothes.
Yeah, same here.
If you found yourself in the body of this stunning influencer, beautiful woman that's had a million surgeries and like looks like that, it would just be like playing
everything
with dolls.
Fits, I guess.
Everything fits. Everything looks fabulous. Like, I think it would be fun having that montage in another body. What I didn't understand though was when Paulina was in her own body, she, was a little bit sloppy, but then when she went to the reunion, she did her own hair and makeup and looked nice. But then when she swapped into Paula, she looked like trash all the time.
Yeah.
She couldn't do her makeup anymore. She couldn't dress properly. Yeah. Like, what happened there?
It was stupid.
And then the what I found interesting is they like sort of made this premise where Paulina, the poor one, she didn't get to finish high school because she had kids early and she had to like pull out or whatever. But apparently she's like super smart. But we never see like scenes where she's doing like super smart things or anything like that. Like it's like, oh, like why didn't you use that as a part of the plot and to like push things forward and show us that she's actually smart and it's just a thing of circumstance that she's where she's at.
Also, I just want to put a disclaimer here. It's like, I don't think this is a reflection of Mexican cinema. I just think this is yet another one of these fucking films, and it's like they travel around the world and they're just the bloody same. Like,
but you know, like these things are like commercial successes, and like, yeah, I think it's just reflective of film in general. It's like you need this trash.
What did you think? Oh yeah, talking about it as a piece of Mexican cinema. Like, what did you think of the Mexican flavor of this film? Do you think that brought anything to it? Do you think it made it more interesting in any way?
Well, like we said, like the fact that like kidnapping was like a regular part of the conversation and it wasn't like played for laughs. It was just like talking about getting some milk and stuff. It's like, I'll just let her get kidnapped and it's just a very like, whoa, this is like full on.
Yeah, because it is. I think you're pretty sure Mexico is the kidnapping capital of the world.
I don't know that like the whole of it is. I think there are parts of it that are worse than others.
Especially if you're a rich woman, like they're like, oh, this is prime suspect.
There were a few like details that if it was an American movie set in Mexico, I would be saying this is racist. Like the bus when it pulls up to the bus stop plays La Cucaracha as its horn. I was like, is that a real thing that happens? Because I would have assumed.
Do you know what's funny in this and in The Dude in Me? Is when all of a sudden they bust out an English phrase. They're like, oh my God, or fuck this, fuck my life. It's like, it's very, it's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, did you guys watch the subtitle version or the dub version?
The subtitles.
Subtitled. Did you watch the dubbed?
Oh my God, dude.
You swine. You uncultured swine.
I'm a busy mum. I had to cook my kids breakfast, like make a big batch of porridge at the same time. And I still watched it with subtitles.
Imagine how much easier that would have been if you could have just listened to it.
Yeah, but I could hear Paul in my ear going, "Don't be swine."
So, well, Brendan, what was your experience with the dub? How was it?
I don't think I missed a beat. I think we all
was it a pretty good dub, like as far as these things go, or was it pretty rough?
It did like at times remind me of watching like anime dubs where like there's like phrases you're like, why are they going oh or something like that, you know? But no, like you know what I mean? Like it was just. There was just some weird like parts like that, but overall it was fine. Like for this like I'm not watching Roma.
Yeah,
I'm watching this trash.
I did have to say like all the talk of Mexican food in this film, they talk about it a lot and they show it a bit as well. Like I did crave it and I sent a picture to you guys immediately after this. I went to a Mexican restaurant and had a burrito.
I know having the Mexican breakfast and stuff. I was like, that would be good right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and those drinks they were having looked appealing as well. It was like some like milky alcohol drink that looked.
Yeah, they said what the name of it was, and it got one of them really messed up. But I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, actually, we add that to the list of swap condiments and meals or whatever.
No, because you know what? Like the ones that we added were films we enjoyed, so this doesn't get like a place in there. Like Grey Poupon was in. A vice versa, which was a classic.
Would you go to your high school reunion?
I would have, but my school was too pavo to organise one.
I don't think so. Like, I literally can't think of a reason why.
Why you would go or why you wouldn't?
Well, like, why would I go? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I didn't fucking go. At the time, I was living with my best friend, and we both went to high school together to the same high school, and she went, and I was like, "Fuck no, girl, I cannot go there with you. Nah, no way."
But then you could have got some closure on some some stories or stuff like that.
Look, I don't want to build the mystique or whatever, but none of those guys, Brendan, were in my year at school, if you know what I mean. I was dating the teachers. No, I'm joking. I just always liked older men.
I would like to go and go, remember, I was fat and now I'm not. See ya.
Yeah, see that you definitely should go. But also what you should do is hire a helicopter and get choppered in or something. Just do something to, keep the mystery alive.
I guess I just don't think about those people that much that I need to
all your old friends that are listening going, oh, Brendan's got a podcast. They're like, oh, well, fuck me, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm friends with them all on Facebook. They can all see that all I do is watch films about people swapping bodies. It's so what did you guys think of the big twist at the end that the Paula and Paulina were actually sisters, separated?
So tacked on. It's so tacked on. Come on. This is terrible.
I don't know. I think it was a different, at least there was a reason these rings exist. And actually, now I'm with you. This bullshit.
I have to say, as much as I didn't like the film and I didn't like the characters, the ending where they open a beauty salon together and stuff, I was like, oh, that's nice. They gave me a smile. I don't know why.
I just feel like the love interest of the rich one, that was so not even. It wasn't given 3% of the emotional weight that it should have had. It's we're supposed to be rooting for this, and it's don't marry this guy. You need to marry this guy. It's I forgot his name instantly. He was barely in it. They didn't build up them pining for each other.
Them having a relationship at all.
It was. I didn't get it.
It felt very Mexican soap opera when they catch up at the high school reunion and they're like, "My love for you, it cannot be untamed."
See, this is the dub. This is the dub.
Well, it was very trashy. But see, I feel the complete opposite about the ending. I don't know. The idea of that okay, so they opened a salon together, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very high scale one. Like, you can obviously see the sort of people who would use that salon are the sort of people that Paula was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she was an awful person. Every single person that's coming in there, you're just going to be surrounded with those people, and you're going to have to pretend you love them and you think they're great because they're your customers. Like, that sounds like the worst living.
But at least none of them are going to have foot fungus.
I think rich people can
They'll
definitely
have rich
get
people foot fungus.
Yeah.
They'll be like, lick it off my feet.
That's probably true, actually. Yeah. One thing that upset me, there's a scene where Paulina in Paola's body.
Come on, that is such a stupid choice.
She's hungover in one of the scenes, and they ask her what she wants to eat, and she doesn't want to eat Mexican food. She wants to eat escargot. What person in history wants to eat snails when they're hungover?
Yeah, a rich person?
Like,
Also,
even rich people want a cheese toasty, I'm sure. Nobody wants fucking snails.
I don't want
when they're
cheese toasty.
hungover.
I want hot chips.
Oh, yeah, hot chips, obviously. Hot chips anytime. Hungover, not.
Paul and I talking like we drink alcohol ever.
But I do get
an
hot
AB,
chips cravings all the time, regardless.
Maybe on O'Connell Street. That's where it's at. Everyone went silent.
Is that a Euros?
Yeah.
Is that a Euros?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Good for you,
on top
honey.
of
Live
chips.
your life.
A Euros on top of chips.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Or for our American-nisses, that's a gyro.
Oh.
That's what they call it. It's wrong. It's a Euros. You fucking idiots.
Also, I found it really funny that the Paula in Paulina's body just was like, "Oh, okay, I'll just fix your life," and it's like she's just lived a life of luxury, and somehow going into the body of the smart girl, she was able to like completely turn her life around, fix her kids, fix her fashion sense, make her job better. Like,
Yeah, actually,
I
that
was really
the
struggling
moral.
to see how smart this woman was.
It's
compared to
literally
the rich one.
because the witch doctor said what she said to her, and then she literally said, "We need to learn from this so we can switch back." It's just like,
Yeah.
she literally
Yeah.
said it.
Yeah, the witch doctor has been watching Freaky Friday. It's
I
like-
also loved that the witch doctor was vaping. I don't know. I just thought that was a real, like, technology versus horse. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. If this witch doctor was in all the other swap movies we watched, their plots would be wrapped up so fucking quickly.
yeah.
But these main characters are so stupid. They got everything spelt out to them, and it still took them forever.
Yeah. Come on, yo.
But yeah, you are very true. Like, it's very true. Like, the rich girl in the poor girl's body solved all her problems, and the poor girl couldn't do shit in the rich girl's body.
But she also was like, well, I'm not going to let her marry this guy, and she needs to go after the love of her life. But she did that.
and outed a guy.
But that didn't happen until they stopped.
I'm going to
anyway,
interject
though.
here. The mum just deserved a break. That's like her recuperation time so that she could go back to being a mum. She just needed a recharge. So
A
that
day
was,
spa.
that was all she needed.
Yeah.
She needed to be waited on and to be able to relax and sleep in. And that's good for her. Live your life.
Like, this film has an interesting view of like motherhood and everything. It's like it initially makes it seem like hell on earth, but I guess the lesson that Paula ended up learning is that she actually did want a kid, a family and kids.
And then she had
And
twins in the end, right?
Yeah, but like, I get the film almost suggests that the fact that she didn't want a family was wrong in the beginning, and like she had to come around to deciding that, you know, all women in the end should be a dutiful wife.
But
with kids.
I think it was more just that she was like, I'm marrying a gay guy and nobody knows that, and I just have to like pretend I don't want kids. I can't even like open the door to saying that I want that, because otherwise then I have to acknowledge that I'm like completely ruining my life by not going after what I really want.
Well, what did you think of the gay representation?
Horrible. Like, the gay guy was an awful person.
Closeted?
And Yeah, and then the film makes it seem like a positive thing that she just closeted him without his outed
him.
his
Yeah,
consent to like everyone. Like,
and how horrible
in front of reporters.
How horrible was her mum? Like,
yeah,
didn't love her own daughter at all. Like, just wanted her to marry the gay guy so that she could have like security and just get her nails done and go in a private jet for life.
Yeah,
horrible.
Definite Denise Richardson switch vibe.
Yeah.
Did you know this podcast is powered by Acast? Acast is the home of podcasting. For creators looking for freedom to grow their listeners and make money too. And creative brands looking for smart ways to advertise. Podcasters and advertisers in the know Acast. It's time you did too. Visit acast.com to find out more. Acast, for the stories.
All right, now it's time for our favorite segment, Hot or Not. Take it away, Lucy.
Oh. Are they a toot or a boot? Are they ugly or cute? Tell me if they're hot or not. Ding.
Ding.
Everyone.
Everyone is
Beautiful in
Beautiful
their
in their
own
own way. I don't think that was that terrible.
It was pretty
Maybe.
bad.
I just sort of did it without listening to you guys, and I think it worked.
Yeah, that's generally what I do the whole time.
All right, so I'm going to ask Lucy,
Meals.
without anyone saying, nobody interject, Brendan.
I was like,
So-
who else is in this call?
It sounds like a trap. What?
All right, I'm going to say the character's name, and you have to remember which one it was.
Nah.
So, Paola, was she hot or not? Lucy?
She was the poor one.
No, she was the rich one. You got it wrong.
Okay, so which one are you asking me? Rich one or poor one?
Rich one. Paola, played by Marielle Molino.
Hot.
She was stunning.
Yeah.
Really beautiful. Like, awful person, but who cares when you're that pretty?
That's never stopped you before, yeah.
Brendan?
You
And
just,
is this-
you just be psyched to be on the private jet and like going to get your mani-pedi with her, right?
Yeah, and like, what a deal. I could hang out with her and then fuck her gay husband.
It's a win-win. Paul, like, do you think this would be an addition to your like haggle of like bitchy schoolgirls?
Cunty, awful women that would be like make my social standing higher.
Yeah,
For sure,
yeah.
yes. Yeah.
So you
This
would
is
also
concerning to me.
friend her?
Is Paul only friends with me? Am I like a bitchy? You seem to not like nice people. Why are we friends?
You should just take it as a compliment and not think about it.
Okay, sure.
Because it either means you're a really nice person,
Or that
and it
I'm
goes
hot
beyond
and I'll
your
elevate your
status.
standing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's no downside.
Yeah, I try not to think about it.
So, Brendan, are you giving Paola a hot or not?
Yes, she was a beautiful woman. Next beautiful woman in this list of beautiful women.
Sofia Cisniega as Paulina.
Yeah, she was
Oh,
hot.
that
as well.
beautiful woman? Yeah, she was beautiful as well. She was hot.
Like I said though, she had her original nose and she was like insanely beautiful. You don't need no one, you don't need a nose job to be.
Is that a thing that you notice? Like, I didn't realize. Like, am I seeing a world full of nose jobs and not realizing?
On screens you are.
That's probably because you're always staring at their tits, Brendan.
Yeah.
My eyes are up here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving her a hot as well. She was really pretty.
Seriously, no shade. She was beautiful. I'm not insulting.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, no. I agree.
And especially like when they let her get glam. She was at that party or whatever and she had her like little sequin rainbow number on and she like did her eyeliner really nice. She looked smoking.
And they put a fan on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a Beyonce video.
Mauricio Aguilera as Jose, the poor one's husband. Hot or not?
I want you to answer this time, Paul.
This one
Yeah.
I kept flip-flopping on him because at the beginning when he was being all like rapey and stuff, he just was unappealing. But as the film moved on and you saw his more like loving side or whatever. For me as well, like, this is very strange, but at the beginning of the film, we mostly saw him in just jocks and nothing else. When he started wearing more clothes, he actually became more attractive to me, which is very unusual. Very unusual. So I'm going to end up with giving him a hot overall.
It's definitely not my type, but he does get a hot overall. He was a sex pest, horrible character, but the actor himself, like, not my type, but, you know, he worked hard for the money. Good for him.
I felt like his character, there was like this weird divide in who he was because like you're saying, like, I feel like to start out, there was like him, like she's like stuck in the kitchen with these terrible kids and like he comes in and I didn't even realize they were married. I thought he was like her stepdad or something like that and it was assaulting her. But like, then all of a sudden, like, it's like, oh, like, he also works. That makes me feel better about this situation because he seemed to, like, not put as much time in with the kids. And I was like, what does this guy do? But then you find out, oh, wait, no, they, like, share, like, time with the kids. Like, he takes them on certain days, she takes them on others.
I think what the thing, you know, the way, like, he was just so horny all the time. I think what it was trying to demonstrate is that he just loved his wife so much. Like, he just was all about her. It's not like he was just, like, trying to fuck anything that moved. I think it was trying to be like, I just love my wife so much.
And they did suggest that she did reciprocate because when he woke up with a morning erection and then mashed it into her ass, he was like, you always like it when I do this. So it suggests and when she's in her own body, she does like.
And Pauline later also, talks about how she's like into like banging with him and stuff. And so, like at the start, you're like, I don't see this relationship, but then all of a sudden it's like completely 180'd and so I think he's a good guy and I'm gonna give him
out of all the films
pass.
Out of all the films that we've watched, I think this is the first one where a person, after they swapped, the first thing they do is immediately fuck someone. Like, I don't think that's ever happened before. It's like the first thing she does. So I guess it
is it.
Yeah.
Wait, who does she have sex with?
Her husband.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely some differences to the dub. That never happens in the dub.
No, it can't be a different movie. It's just a different audio track.
Do you mean
literally?
They never have sex.
When she swaps back.
Oh, when she swaps back.
Back.
Okay,
when she swaps back into her own body, she goes straight to the bed and fucks him.
Yeah.
That's what happens, yeah?
I thought you meant like in the rich girl, like Paula in Pauline's body, like immediately banging the husband. But no, that's not what happened. All right.
That would have been more interesting. But, all right. So Juan Pablo Gil as Mao, the unrequited love of Paula. Hot or not?
Hot. Beautiful mop of hair, beautiful curls. You're
giving him a knot, Brendan.
He had barely any lines, but he was hot.
Why did you give him a knot?
He was a loser. I say get some self-respect, mate. Like, you're part of this girl from high school. Come on.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Brendan married his high school sweetheart. That's the joke, right?
I'm going to give him a hot. I thought he was hot. There's nothing more to say, really.
Look, everyone was hot in this except for the evil gay guy. He was terrible.
The evil gay guy and the woman with fungus on her feet.
Oh, look, even then, the evil gay guy was pretty attractive, right?
This is interesting, Paul. Rebuttal.
Yeah, I mean, I'd do him. But maybe the sex pest little person, I would give him a knot. I'd give the witch doctor a knot. But the witch doctor had moles on her face, and the small person was made out to be like the most horrible person in the world. And maybe the rapey taxi driver, definitely a knot.
Yeah, that was a whole nother movie when like her friend gets set up with the taxi driver, and
then she looks at him like no, and then it's never returned to.
I know, there's a whole new movie there.
A horror movie.
Far more grim, yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully there's not a sequel.
I bet there is. What are you doing to me? I really tried to find a joke in there I was trying to put like the Shaggy DA. I was trying to put DA into this title, but because it's in another language, I just couldn't get there.
Crazy for DA. Crazy for the D. Hey.
I was going to say for dicks and ass.
That's my autobiography's name. No,
the Shaggy Dicks.
The Shaggy DA.
Let's get to Opinion Swap, where we find some interesting reviews of Locas por el Cambio.
Will they be interesting, Paul? Will they be interesting?
I guess we'll see. All right, so this one's from Beatrice on Letterboxd, who gives it 4 stars. And she says, if you hate stuff like this, you have no soul.
Caught us.
And you know why I've got no soul? Because I've seen so many of these fucking movies that have eroded a part of my soul every time.
All right, this one's from Gremlin Girl on Letterboxd. She gives it 1
Best
star.
username ever.
I'm picturing the girl Gremlin from Gremlins.
Just like clicking on the computer.
Being all sexy.
Oh, that is brilliant.
All right, so she gives it 1 star, and she says, the premise has been done so many times before, so I was hoping for a new take, but it was just a bunch of tired and recycled tropes. I wish I could at least say I enjoyed the movie regardless, but I was really annoyed by the fact that the only characters who are not thin white Mexicans were pigeonholed as the friend sidekick who has no interest, life, or substance outside of fixing the problems of the conventionally attractive protagonists.
There you go.
That is fair. I found that there was more life in that her like
The
best friend
bestie,
character.
yeah, and like I said, the staff. I loved when she was mucking around with all the staff.
Yeah, in the salon.
Yeah.
Yeah, fully. Blondie? I love Blondie.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about like the rich woman staff, like the house staff.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. That character in the beauty salon had a really weird line where she was talking about how many dicks she sucked and all the different dicks she sucked.
Oh, the like cleaner.
Yeah, and I think she suggested that she sucked that taxi driver off as well.
Yeah, 100%. She set them up, right?
Yeah.
Oh God.
It was just weird that she did it. No one reacted to it, and then there was like the next scene.
It's like I've tasted the tip of this guy's penis. I think you'd really enjoy hanging out with him.
Tasted the tip of his penis? Like she ate the
Well,
tip.
how would you guys say it?
Is that how they said it in the
Paul,
dub?
how would you say it? No.
in the sub there, she said, "I've sucked that guy off." I'm pretty sure.
Paul, have you ever recommended another man's penis? Been like, I really enjoyed this guy.
Next, anyway, this one's from Mekaterefe Rockefeller on Letterboxd. Sorry about butchering your name.
Not as good as
are.
Gremlin Girl.
Yeah. He gives it 1 star, and he says, I don't know how many times I've seen this movie, but with different titles.
Yeah, I just have to say, the people that review these films, I think they think they're being really smart. They're like, I'm pointing out that this is a trope that's done heaps of times. It's like, yes, everybody knows that. Everybody thinks that. You don't need to mention it. Like, it's like groundbreaking.
And for them to have watched so many of these, I'm like, do they have a close friend that forces them to watch?
Yeah, exactly. Fucking next.
All right. And lastly, we have this one from Alan Blanco Andoval on IMDb. And he gives it 1 out of 10. And he says, really, Amazon, there are no new ideas. We have seen the same history so many times before. 2 girls exchange bodies to learn lessons about life. Boring and predictable.
Groundbreaking. Really? You really need to write that review. And then we just need to go here. So this was on Amazon Prime. Is that odd? Like, was this a successful
they
film?
made it. They made it. This is the Amazon
that's
Prime
real.
original.
Yeah, I think they have like a fair bit of like Mexican content. Like
they have a fair bit of international
they
content
obviously have
from everywhere. Yeah,
but I definitely feel like I've seen a lot of like Mexican content, and so obviously they have a market for it, and so yeah, why don't they get to have a
shitty body swap movie like this? Yeah,
if I'm gonna have a shitty body swap movie, I do appreciate. Yeah, it's like let's see how they take it on in Mexico, in Korea, in wherever.
Well, Korea's definitely winning this winning this war right now. I think we can rank them Japan, Korea, Mexico so far in the ones we've watched.
What is this, the World Cup? Yeah.
What a World Cup. The next actually instead of Eurovision, they should just do
or it's the Olympics.
Annual body swap competitions where everyone makes a body swap movie.
Fuck me, do not do that.
Although we'd be the host, right? Like, we'd be like hosting,
and it would just be
right?
me super strung out and like dying inside, like not being at all like hospitable.
All right, now it's time for Tenuous Recommendations, where we each recommend a movie, TV show, song, album, or book that is connected to today's movie in some way. So I'll begin. This film that we just enjoyed was an Amazon Prime original from 2020.
Did you say enjoyed or endured?
Endured.
Oh,
endured.
thank God.
Yeah.
Endured.
Endured. It also injured me. Anyway, so this is another Amazon Prime original from 2020, which is
what a good idea, you bastard!
Which is much better than the one we just watched. Which has been proven by the fact that it was nominated for 6 Academy Awards this year.
Ooh.
And the film is called The Sound of Metal. Have either of you guys seen this yet?
No, I don't really have much spare time to watch films, and this is what I have to watch in my spare time. So. No, but I have heard of it. Yeah.
It's on the list.
Yeah, so I would highly recommend watching this one. If you're only going to have a chance to watch 1 or 2 of the Oscar movies, if you can, this would definitely be up there. So it stars Riz Ahmed, and he plays a drummer who loses his hearing, and it's about him dealing with his life now that the thing he cared about most has been taken away from him. And it is like really beautiful and uplifting, has amazing sound design that was rightly nominated. If anything else wins, it's like Highway Robbery. Riz Ahmed is fantastic, and if Anthony Hopkins wasn't in The Father this year, he would be my pick for Best Actor. It's just an amazing, beautiful movie. It does sound like it could be a bit of a depressing film, and there is definitely partly that, but it is ultimately a beautiful and uplifting movie.
I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it, Paul, but...
Yeah, I would recommend it. And for you personally, Lucy, I think Adrian would really enjoy it.
Interesting.
So I would recommend it as a movie, a date movie. So, The Sound of Metal. So for everyone who joined Amazon Prime so that they could watch Locas por el Cambio,
you can watch this
afterwards.
That's nothing.
All right, Lucy, what's yours?
Okay, so, I mean, this is horrible and broad and makes me ignorant, but I just picked a good piece of Mexican cinema. And
that's not.
We should be more worldly that the theme isn't just Mexican films. I disappoint myself.
I think that's a good choice. Yeah.
Brendan's like, is that what you did too, Brendan? Probably not. You probably did something really silly, right? So I'm doing Y tu mama también. Forgive the what do you call it? Pronunciation. But that's And Your Mother Too, right? I think that's what it's called. Yeah. Have you both seen it?
I was a gay man growing up in those times, so yes. And there's like certain scenes I've seen many, many times over and over again.
So it's got Diego Luna and Brendan. You said you didn't know it.
No.
Yeah, Diego Luna and Gael Garcia Bernal. And it's like this road movie drama coming of age thing where these two sort of 19-year-olds go on a road trip with this woman who just got divorced and has some health problems, and sexy stuff ensues. And it's very steamy, but it's like they're driving through like rural Mexico, and they stop at lots of little like treasure places, and it's a really good movie.
Yeah, I will,
definitely don't watch it with your parents, but
yeah.
Or Paul.
Paul needs to be alone.
Probably safer. Definitely when I was 13, 15 or whatever I was when I watched it, definitely leave me alone when I was watching it.
But it actually is great. And like Diego Luna and Gail are it's like they're so dreamy.
Yes. And like them like jerking off together, 5 stars.
I mean, the film actually is good and there's some real serious themes in there, but...
All right, Brendan, what's yours?
I have sort of learned a lesson, like, because we were talking last week and I was saying like how, if I had just chosen like, Vince Vaughn, for instance, I could have quickly like just done a connection like that.
We've been doing this podcast for 3 years.
4.
No, really?
Yeah.
Shit, really? Is that really true?
We're in season 4, yeah.
How the fuck did that happen?
2020.
So Brendan, what were you?
I'm playing the game. I apologize, guys. I'm choosing the sound department, the sound designer for this film was Sergio Diaz, and he was also the in the sound department sound designer for a movie called Nomadland. Has anyone seen Nomadland?
I have seen it, and I'm shocked that anyone from this film was involved in that film.
Well, he was, and the film Nomadland.
Were you doing the little IMDb click through and like what we're like? Wow, I just struck oil. That's amazing.
He was also for Roma as well.
Which film?
Oh, yeah. Roma.
Oh, right.
Roma, which was another Oscar darling. But yeah, this one's about a woman who like is like living in a van, and I haven't seen it or anything, but I hear it's like really good, so I just want to recommend it.
That is infuriating. I hate you.
Is that real?
What's up? What's wrong?
Is that real? Is that the Francis McDormand film, Paul? I'm asking now.
It is, and it's very good. I'm not allowing this.
It's really good.
This is shit. No,
it is.
This is where I draw the line. I draw the line at this.
What do you mean?
You have to have seen the film.
Oh, what?
When
was that ever a part of it?
So close, Brendan. Even your apology was so sincere as well. You're like, I'm sorry, guys. I'll play the game.
Is this punishment for me making you watch all these movies?
Yes, definitely.
What's happening?
Oh, so you have to have seen it. All right. I'll try again next week.
Well,
you don't even have like a backup or anything. You're doing
well,
it.
I guess if you don't mind me doing it the old way, while you were watching this film, I was watching Shiva Baby, which was a film also that was being watched at the same time as this. Is that an okay link? Can I do that?
It was made in the same year. You could maybe do that, Lizzie Link.
Even that. But I have watched Shiva Baby, and it was a really good film. Just came out recently. Did some what's it called? Circuits of the festival variety, and has a lot of buzz. So I'm sure people will hear about it a lot coming up. And yeah, I watched it, and it was really good. Lots of like, it's such a small story of like a woman ending up in this awkward situation with her like basically sugar daddy at a funeral, and basically as it progresses it becomes more and more tense but also hilarious, and so if you just like something that's like you're constantly on the edge of your seat but also laughing as well, I'd highly recommend watching Shiva Baby. So that's my recommendation now, because Paul's changed the rules.
Is it Shiva because of like what? Is it Jewish?
They're sitting Shiva. Yeah, they're sitting Shiva.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I've heard really good things. I'm looking forward to it. I actually was going to go watch it at the film festival, but it was sold out. So
Paul's so pissed off.
Where are we ranking Locas por el Cambio among the films we've watched on the podcast?
Oh boy.
Okay, I'll start. I am going to put it in between Ice Angel, aka On Thin Ice Skating for the Gold, and Switched.
You're putting Ice Angel, aka Skating for the Gold, above this film.
Yes.
That's mean. Anytime Ice Angel gets involved, I'm like, Paul's making a point.
It's not even his. That's not even his worst ranked one though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Neither have I, but below mine is the change up. It's making a point. You know what I mean? It's making a statement.
Interesting.
There's plenty of films there's plenty of films below this, like Sam, The Sex Trips, Christmas Switch, Change Up. There's a lot worse than this. But I think Ice Angel's good company for it.
Well, I'm gonna put it between Switched, the Christian swap, and above it. So I'm gonna say I had a little more fun with this one, and it's between Chances Are and Switched. So that's me.
I'm putting it in between Ice Angel, aka On Thin Ice Skating for the Gold, and Like Father, Like Son.
Fuck, Like Father, Like Son was a terrible movie. I totally forgot we watched that. Ugh.
I know, for a minute there I was like, oh, which one was that? And then it just all came rushing back. It was terrible.
Next episode. What do you think I've got in store for you?
Ooh, is it a movie?
It is a movie.
I'm gonna say it's
a swap movie.
Yeah, and it's gonna be about a Rockefeller guy who swaps with a girl who's escaped a circus.
I want it to be an age swap, not a body swap. I want it to be an age one.
Ooh, I think you've both kind of got elements of this film in what you asked for. So next episode, the reason I chose this, because I figured after this film you'd probably be craving something a bit more familiar.
Mexican food?
With actors possibly Academy Award-winning actors, production values, an acclaimed director who has made some movies people actually love.
Yeah, but you know the way sometimes we watch movies where it's great directors. Yeah, Paul's already laughing. Great directors are having to do their puff piece. What is it?
Okay, so we will be watching the 2004 mystery Birth, starring Nicole Kidman and Lauren Bacall.
Oh my God, oh no.
In which a widow of 10 years, Anna, played by Nicole Kidman, is looking forward to getting engaged until she becomes convinced that a 10-year-old boy is the reincarnation of her dead husband.
And then they have sex in the bath. Oh, why?
What? Don't spoil it.
Sorry, do you live on planet Earth? I haven't seen the movie and I know that happens.
I have no idea what this is. Is it going to be cool? Is it going to be a creepy possession swap thing?
I feel like really outraged a lot of people.
Everyone hated it purely because, very much based around the bathtub scene. I'm interested to see now that we're away from that if the film is maybe a bit of a underappreciated gem. I mean, it's got fucking Nicole Kidman and Lauren Bacall in it. The guy that directed it did Under Her Skin, the Scarlett Johansson alien movie, and Sexy Beast, the Ben Kingsley movie. So, this has all the ingredients to be something amazing.
And it's how are we going to make jokes about this movie? It's it's not funny at all, right?
I'm sure we'll try our best.
We'll find a way.
All right, so that's our next one, Birth. And
all right.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, do you know Adrian was like, "Oh, we should you should start all watching the movies together now." My son's a bit older and he's doing well, and it's I can be away from him for periods of time, and that's fine. But I don't think I want to watch this movie in a room with you two because it sounds awkward as fuck.
All right. Well, until next time, you're a piece of shit if you don't review us on iTunes. And I was Paul Mitzi.
I was Lucy Thomas.
And I was Brendan Levi. And check out our socials. And there's pictures of us as dogs on there, which is pretty funny.
Is this a dig on me? Or
Wait. What, you think I was calling you a dog? There's literally a comparison picture.
Because I said our social media was shit.
Oh, shit. I was supposed to post the next dog picture.
Yeah, there's definitely only me, you fools.
All right, I'll post it right now. All right. All right, see you. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
The Swapcast podcast is recorded in Adelaide, Australia. It's hosted by Paul Mitzi and edited by Brendan Levi and Paul Mitzi. Our theme song was written and performed by John Marco of Too Creative, featuring Lucy Thomas, and recorded at Browntown Studios. Our music bumpers were created by Reggie Parker. Contact him on parkerregmusic@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.
Want the high-stakes stuff? The believe the hype stuff? The criminally good, emotional roller coaster, can't believe what you're seeing stuff? You know, the good stuff. AMC Plus has it all. Can't wait for the beginning of the end? Watch all new episodes of The Walking Dead 1 week early. Want to be chilled to the core? Set sail with the North Water, a thrilling Arctic drama starring Jack O'Connell and Colin Farrell. Plus, uncover gripping true crime content ad-free and on demand. Expect the epic with AMC Plus. Sign up today at amcplus.com. AMC Plus, only the good stuff.